Season number 3 in LA didn't exactly go as planned for LeBron James. What was hoped to be a repeat championship season was instead filled with injuries and an early playoff exit. King James doesn't see himself going anywhere, though. Here he is talking about his plans for the future.
I really hope that I can finish my career with the Lakers, and how many years that is. If it's 4, 5, 6, whatever, 7.
There we go.
I hope I can continue to play the game. I love being in LA. My family loves being in LA. Being with a historical franchise like the Lakers is something like, it's like me, being in Space Jam now. I never thought it'd be possible. You think about Kareem and Magic and Wilt and Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, Kobe, Shaq, all the whole list goes on.
LeBron seems to be living his best life, loving being in LA, loving playing for the Lakers. He mentioned, he could play 5, 6 years. We could see what happens, kind of like Tom Brady. Stephen A., let me ask you this. If he does play 5 more years, what team will he most be remembered for playing with?
Well, listen, a lot of people will easily say Cleveland. The championship, erased the 52-year curse from Akron, Ohio. To me, it's the Miami Heat. 4 years. Hold on, I'm just getting a little emotional right now.
You're most remembered in Miami.
It was
the highlight of your life.
You most remembered the trips to Miami. This isn't about LeBron.
It was so special. It was just so special. And I got to tell you, to go to the finals 4 straight years, to win the championship, hey, LeBron James, some of those alley-oops D-Wade was throwing to him, even though it was in a road uniform at the Staples Center, when LeBron James came back from 27 down against Cleveland and just stared at the crowd and stuff like that, when LeBron jumped over, John Lucas. And it was there's just so many special moments that you have seen LeBron do in a Miami Heat uniform. And then the American Airlines Arena is right there near Biscayne Bay, and the yachts outside and the sunshine and the whole nine. And with D-Wade as his teammate, looking at some of those outfits D-Wade used to walk into the arena with.
D-Wade can dress.
Sometimes. Yeah, that's my brother right there. I love him to death. But let me say this. He's very courageous. There's certain things that I would never even try. I give him that credit. But in all seriousness, I just think that 4-year period, what it meant to basketball, what LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh with Ray Allen and the crew, what it meant to basketball. There's nothing that LeBron does that's more, the word's memorable to me. There's nothing that he's done that's more memorable than that.
I think the most memorable thing he did was the comeback in 2016 against the Warriors, actually. I think that's his greatest accomplishment. And the not 3, not 4, not 5, that's big. That's why it's a good question. The answer is, if he plays another, say, 5 years, because he said whether it's 4, 5, 6, 7 more years, let's say he plays another 5 years with the Lakers. I'm going to say he wins at least 1 more championship. What that would mean is he played twice as many seasons in LA as in Miami. It means he will have won twice as many championships on the Lakers as with the Cavs. It means he will be remembered primarily as a Laker. Tough, everybody. That's the way it is. The Lakers are the most important franchise. The Lakers as a franchise, take every other franchise in the NBA, combine them. Doesn't equal the Lakers. Reggie Jackson, Stephen A., you and I grew up with Reggie Jackson.
Mr. October. Right? Mr. October.
Mr. October. Played 10 seasons altogether with the Athletics, 5 with the Yankees, right?
Yep.
Won 3 World Series with the Athletics, 2 with the Yankees. Started his career and ended his career with the Athletics. What did he go in the Hall of Fame at? A Yankee. That's the way it goes.
Not the same. Let me go back at you, and I'm going to give it back to you. But let me go back at you with this. Number one, even though he won 3 rings with the Athletics, he didn't do. He hit 3 home runs in a single World Series game.
Consecutive pitches.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, 19. Come on, man. That's much special.
Mr. October.
Okay, no question. So he didn't do that. That's number one. Number two, LeBron and his greatness, no matter what. You understand, he will never even be on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. Sure. All right, let me say, you and I agree with this, that if he won a couple of more titles, okay, I got that. But memorable.
Of Lakers Mount Rushmore, you mean?
Lakers Mount Rushmore. There is no way in hell that LeBron James will be more remembered as a Laker than he is as a Miami Heat, Oh, no, 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 no. He won't even be more remembered as a Laker than he will as a Cleveland Cavalier. I'm telling you right now, Miami and Miami with Pat Riley, with D Wade.
That was the best
South
version
Beach.
of LeBron.
Yes.
But
Can I just say
Sure.
one thing, and I'm not trying to debate you guys,
Sure.
but I feel like this is a little bit about your personal agendas. It's you in Miami, the glory days, LeBron in his glory days. It's you when he came back on the Warriors.
Being so negative.
No, let me just finish. I've been going to Miami since I'm a teen. You
Right.
don't need to twist my arm on Miami.
Right.
I love that city. I'm not commenting on any other cities,
Right.
but I truly enjoy the city of Miami, and I will leave it at
Yes,
that. Not
yes,
just you, Stephen A.
yes.
Okay, let's stay focused.
Hold on.
Wait.
But to get to your point, though.
No, I didn't get to it. You don't know where I'm
you
going.
saying negative. You say
no. I'm not saying negative.
okay.
I'm saying it has to be Cleveland. Like if he had to pick a jersey to retire, and it has to be. He's the kid from Akron.
Yeah, that's fine. But in terms of more memorable, which one is it?
I think it's because he went back. He went back to his hometown and he
that's
delivered
fair.
the
there are
championship. He
three
delivered
big.
the promise.
There are three big storylines, and the difficulty
It's the
with arguing the
heart-wrenching
Lakers'
one.
position right now is the
Right.
fact is the question is if he plays another 5 years in LA.
That's
now,
fair,
I'm
Max.
assuming
I don't care.
those 5 years will be at a high level.
No, that one
You're right
tugs
to
at
bring
your
that up.
heartstrings.
No. Max is right to bring that up because we're projecting. But I will say this. You're entitled to have these personal feelings if they're supported by objective facts.
Yeah.
The reality of the situation, Molly, is this.
What
I'm saying about it ain't wrong in terms of how memorable that time in Miami was. It's just supported by the fact that I loved it so much.
You could make a
Mine-
good argument for
mine's
anyone.
supported by hometown
Molly,
hero.
you could make a good argument for any one of the three teams.
I will-
You can't just act like, oh, it's Cleveland or it's Miami or it's LA.
I would openly confess this on national television. ESPN sent me to Miami on numerous occasions.
Oh Lord.
Late night, early morning. I had to work long hours. There was never a complaint. Ever. About my having to work in Miami.
my God,
Excuse
goodbye.
I will admit that.
Excuse me, I know you're under the weather, but isn't there going to be another finals game in Milwaukee coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah. I'll be there unless I'm too stuffy, you know.
I'm looking
I
forward
plan
to
on
going
being
to
there.
Milwaukee, and I'm going to get a tour of the city, and it's going to be great. And I'm looking
The
forward.
fans have been great to me. The
Yeah.
fans have been great.
Listen, I married someone from the Midwest.
Listen,
Good people.
I'm cool with it. I mean, listen, great fan. On numerous occasions.
Oh Lord.
Late night, early morning. I had to work long hours. There was never a complaint. Ever. About my having to work in Miami.
my
me,
God,
ex-
goodbye.
I will admit that.
Excuse me, I know you're under the weather, but isn't there going to be another finals game in Milwaukee coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah. I'll be there unless I'm too stuffy, you know.
I'm looking
I
forward
plan
to
on
going
being
to
there.
Milwaukee, and I'm going to get a tour of the city, and it's going to be great. And I'm looking
The
forward.
fans have been great to me. The
Yeah.
fans have been great.
Listen, I married someone from the Midwest.
Listen,
Good people.
I'm cool with it. I mean, listen, great.